This is to copy speak my last video, and I'm watching.
During summer. I mean, in tropical countries, it's only
Enjoying
wet
winter
seasons
during the
and the
summer.
weather is just bad. For example, why the importance of Cochin Island? Why everybody should be inspired by the Cochin Island?
Yes,
It's like
everybody should be inspired by
water
the
falls, the Kalinjaya. It's not far from Beijing at all. I mean,
by the yin and yang. It's like
where the sunrise, in.
the one that provides what it needs. I mean, for example,
So
in,
it's
in
important
hot
in the
in hot countries they need air conditioning. Okay, just like for example in cold countries they need heater, right? So these things it could provide, it's like codependency in diversity, you know.
That was financed by Chinese,
Yeah.
Chinese are including anyone.
I'm actually trying to show off my beautiful armpit.
So the Chinese have money, and yes, Chinese are very ugly. At least they work hard.
Yeah, I mean, it being truthful makes me feel like I'm a criminal, then I am a criminal.
Yes, insecure. They look like Chinese. They're Chinese.
Yeah, for this Singaporean, right?
Ethics is
They hate Chinese. They are Chinese. They're,
That's what makes them ugly. They're not
me,
smart.
just because I'm into,
That's what
just
makes
because
them ugly.
I'm into sexual, I'm into Pakistan, it doesn't mean I don't love myself. I'm proud of my, my being natural. Like, look at me. Why shouldn't I, from the beginning of my, from the beginning, I always love myself. I mean, always, like they could call me a cheetah because I always run. I always run away from the, from the predators. Predators. Those that predates. Like who lives in the past. Predators predate. This is understanding. Understanding the language in English. Predator. Predate. We are human beings. It's not like even lions. Even lions, they're just resting and would go out and hunt when it needs. Are we worse than animals? Like, yeah, there is a triangle. I'm just perfect. Look at the tree of life on my forehead. Tree of life on my forehead. And this is like the what? The third eye, the fourth eye, the fifth eye. I have many eyes. The black eye. Yeah, those who live in a tropical country, because the project that lasts, the project that lasts like the pyramid, right? Look at pyramid, it is still there, and go to Egypt. People go to Egypt to see pyramid, and you know, like how many thousand years had it been? For example, the project that lasts. For example, the tropical countries. What does it need to to cool down the planet? This is when it comes to the climate change. This is also has to do that, do that. I mean, in the future, you don't have to like do little things, do the things that is needed, like especially the one that is needed for the rest of the for a lifetime. The project that lasts. That is the project that lasts. Just like the sex on drugs, it's not like, oh, I already came. Just like me, I had to wait. You know, just like the song, the bear
When the strong winds or storms how do you say this?
save the last for the best.
Collapse will push the buildings
Yeah,
to the ground.
building the building mega structures based on the the greetings, that it is called. I just saw it. Moro is in Mindanao. Moro is the autonomous region Muslim Mindanao. Morodok. No? This understanding the history of the world. Okay, the history of the world. How many letters in the word? 5 letters. In a word, 4 letters. Okay. In a word, 4 letters. In the word, 5 letters.
Have the colder air, because it's so hot. Sometimes it gets hot. People, yeah, that is by example. What else can you
Yeah, this is also for the future of Tirun,
Yeah,
Bintalan, and Tabawan, South Korean Tawi-Tawi, Mindanao, Philippines. Okay, it is part of the Philippines, but it depends. It depends. It could be, you know,
the baby.
it could be, for example, now China is number one. So what is number one? Respect number one who holds the gold. Respect the number one. It can decide whether or not Malaysia or Asians could be splitted in many pieces, or it could unite. Remember, these three religions: Abrahamic faith, Abraham Lincoln, Nakachiro, Abraham Lincoln. The story of Abraham and Israel and Ishmael, and the story of Pharaoh and the story of Sarah put Moses in a basket. The basket, it sings. It would sing. A lot of hole in a basket. Basketball. Even without Moses on top, the basket sings.
So that is the importance of not apologizing. If you tell the truth, you don't apologize. Because otherwise it would be
Yeah, if you tell the truth, you don't apologize.
also the inspiration.
Branding.
Mr. Brand,
Brannon.
Espiritu Santa,
Spiritus Santo.
imagine having a beautiful face. So, you know what I'm saying? Having beautiful faces and statues, but they couldn't achieve that because, compared to the Mongoloid, happy Chinese, even if Chinese go to the Harvard University, they would
Yeah, one of the reasons why I say all these things ruthlessly
because Asians are just ugly, short,
and brutal because
but
I want them to love themselves.
inside the brain,
I want them to accept themselves
it's not one.
and laugh about it
The Asians, we could have said,
and accept
just like
others
me.
for being
Just like me,
different.
look like Chinese,
Accept others for being different.
Chinese are the meat.
Everybody has their own
That
advantages.
is true. I'm brown.
And that advantages shouldn't be
Yes, Chinese are already here. I'm still sharpening my brain.
shouldn't be abused. That advantages shouldn't be abused.
Okay, number one.
You know.
Okay. The number one looks like this. Okay. Not
Yeah, this is the number one. This is
white,
the number one, the one and only.
white race, not others are stupid. Others are stupid.
The sexist.
Nothing to look like.
Arabs are the sexist.
So those stupid could
You know,
be myself.
The Rottweiler movie.
My clothes.
If you're beautiful, you're in danger. But under me, you wouldn't be in danger. You would be
Middle Eastern
paid.
man.
You would be paid. I would use you as modeling, for example. Because I mean, I wouldn't be doing the the catwalks or the models too. No. Why should I? I have Arabs to do that for me. You know, or Pakistani, the yummiest, the yummiest food. No, not literally eating. Like this is the misconception about the the people eating humans. Is ice cream. It's like ice cream. It's like I lick them, I sniff them. And it's all over. It's all over my face. Everything is all over my face. Look at this, the cross. Look at the cross.
The most wanted.
All the signs, the signs, all is on my face. So why should I change? Why should I change any
Perfect face.
perfect face? Why should I change anything? I have struggled all my life to be the best, and I would apologize to the stupid. Let's look for more. The next is Ongka Ongka San. Jumarin. Hmm. I want to prolong this video, elongation, because I love to watch myself. So the longer the better.
Samahan kita. Sayang din na.
What else can I watch? Or what else can I say? Maybe yeah, I'll do
Hi, let's talk about
the commentary perdana. I'll do the commentary on kebab and kimchi of China and North Korea.
Hafiz in Malay or in Arabic.
Yeah, those Hafiz, especially the white faces. I mean, they usually,
Hatam means like Ahmad means like
especially half Filipinos
who have
compared to
So
other race, right? I don't know. Maybe being Filipino have a weak blood, where the children, where when the children are born,
Philippines should stop sending candidates.
that doesn't look like them, just like my father.
Hafiz means
None of us
who are in diaspora.
look like
I am one of them.
my father. Long.
You know,
I mean, none of us.
that is the diaspora.
So weak blood, weak.
I'm American and I'm not allowed to criticize, just like what happened in my dream. I'm not allowed to criticize this Hafiz or the white people.
Yeah, I saw last night. I scrolled on TikTok Live, and I saw a white guy, and he was playing the love songs on his background, and he was just smiling, and people were giving him gifts, just smiling, just just like this on the face. I mean, could, you know that is having a beautiful face, that is having a gorgeous face, you know.
Donald Trump is hitting hard on Taiwan.
I would have given him, like I saw like the the white people, because otherwise, I couldn't just smile and get money from smiling, or in front of the camera, just trying to be cute and be given gifts on TikTok. But that white man, he was just smiling in front of the camera. Imagine, like, for example, especially the Pakistani old men, daddies, or grandpas. Could they do that? Because they're better looking, they're harder than the white men, the Middle Eastern men. Could they do that? I see every time, you know, even on Facebook, they always get a lot of likes, I mean, I can't sell myself. I mean, I can't sell this average looking. Yes, I'm perfect. I can't sell this without having, super multi talented brain or body and everything.
empty in the head,
without having the super brain,
just like in the families, like
without
you know,
having money like what Chinese have.
those who are physically, you know, but whose physical is beautiful, like nothing to improve, but just physical, just beautiful, and everything handed to them, and they're
Yeah,
loved by
exactly.
us. Yes, we love them.
That is also disadvantage
Yes,
compared to now. I have Risha Ina Ronald. Risha Ina Ronald is she's pretty, intelligent, beautiful skin, so beautiful skin. You know, dark is like super beautiful skin, and she has perfect teeth. I mean, like a destiny's child, and intelligent. Risha Ina Ronald. She's now studying in Notre Dame of the Bowen.
you have to
Like,
you have to show that you know
but I have to train
that
her.
you can be
You know,
successful even if you're ugly.
I have to
Because
train Risha Ina
ugly
Ronald
has
Royal.
role models like
You know,
Cleopatra, like Mary, like Victoria,
but
and
I believe
you
because
know,
an
those
honor
ugly
student is
people,
always gonna
you know,
be, the
those
best.
ugly people have been
Because could you imagine, like has the head like octopus. You know, someone who could excel in many subjects. The honor students. So honor students should should really be the priority. I mean, for especially politics, the statesmen, and usually the honor students aren't good at speaking because I don't know. Honor students are not really because they don't make sounds a lot compared to these empty-headed people. Like like for example, Donald Trump, he's extrovert, right? He's actually,
The rock singers and
you know,
many things.
those who are introvert, just like nature, right? Those cats or the pets, the guys, they don't have to speak, but like the flowers, they're beautiful.
Make it like Chinese or very ugly. Yeah, ugly. Filipinos, yeah, keep sending the artists. You know, artists are
Donald Trump is
people in diaspora.
low
And
IQ.
even
All those,
the
the
artists
parrots, right? The
that
parrots.
is artists,
Maybe I'm so, yeah. Even Benjamin
so
Netanyahu is actually low IQ. But people who don't speak, for example, those who are the most intelligent, like for example, Central Intelligence Agency, like the Chinese Intelligence Agency, all those in the intelligence sectors, they're not outspoken, you know. I have to switch on the washing machine, and I shave my Kirin.
So yes, what else can I say? Yeah, the other people, for example, the Asians, and so from the from the Arabs of Pakistan, get your children and see them get fucked. But because in daily basis, I mean, if you don't want to get hurt, if you don't want to get challenged, if you don't want to get your family, then get your daughters married into a white man, into Pakistani man, into Arabs. I mean, yeah, don't get them married to a black, ugly, 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 ugly. And I woke up in a dream. I woke up in a dream that I was in Australia. I was in Australia. I was in Australia. I was there like visiting visa, and when I was there, I was like, I'm out of money, and then my visa expired. I got 2 years, and then when I stayed in Australia, and then people like that wanted to tell me that I should do massage. Like,
Better?
I'm not rather doing I'm not rather being prostitute. I do not rather being a prostitute and their body is I'm talking like anyone else.
Better.
I become prostitute.
Better.
And okay, fine, I will be alone. But when I woke up, and I was thinking, wow, thank God. I'm at the last place. I'm not going to say that because
The SS,
so real that I was.
that is
And so
the runner
I'm
up,
Australia.
not the winner.
I have everything I need. So
Winner.
I remember also one of my dreams. Back in the 70s, as I was
RUSS, runner up SS. Am I SS? Swastika symbol? Just a symbol? This is the winner. This is the winner. Big dog. Intentionally, I choose this glass. Poor white Jesus, poor white Jesus, poor white Jesus.
That is the reason why I'm told that was control and I was like
Evil. Like, what is wrong with evil? Eva? Ava? Abba? What is wrong with Hawa? You know, like the first woman. And Adam, let's say Israel, Adam, the ATM, Adam Timon, the blue. And then what? Evergreen. And black and white and blue and yellow and pink and gray and purple. long-lasting mega structures like the big in the West is called the obelisk. The obelisk. In Asia, there is Morodok. Morodok, or is the same. In some other countries, is the rocket. For example, in the Hamas is using rocket, but how about the airstrike? The airstrike of Israel. I mean, like someone who has a knife and a gun. Suicidal. Under me. The best engineers, the best architects, the best city planner, because it's consider that is an empty flat land. I mean, couldn't the global center, let's say universal center, universal center, where there would be the Morodok, and sucking air from the cold skies, and then spread it throughout the island. And it could experience winter. It could experience winter. You know, just the perfect. The Tirun, one of my dreams. That is the dreams that I would want for Nusa Nusa. Is one of my dreams. I already told that in one of my videos, where in Tirun there will be the villas. It's that place, because for example this is like the low what do you call the low tide is not low tide. This is the island, and this is very deep underwater. So the biggest ships, and for the let's call that container ships could actually, all the things that could be used or transport that could be used to transport everything, every materials that could build that islands. This is television telling the vision. So as of the moment, I don't see any actions. Well, except for the Philippine government that began that was pioneered by DDS. I mean, the 16 presidents of the Philippines, the previous administrations, who is now in Hague. Tatay Digong. He's so ugly, but I love him. Like, if I were one of the Filipinos that was scared, I would be grateful for the greater good, a greater good for the greater numbers. You know, if I were, if I happened to be in the Philippines, and that was the the advocacy, the advocacy of the running presidents to what? To eliminate corruptions and the drug problems in the Philippines. Yes, 100% support. 100%. The support is 100%, and he won. Now, under Marcos, the advocacy is corruption. The advocacy is corruption. So, former president, the former presidents of the Philippines, the 16th president of the Philippines, Rodrigo Roa Duterte, must never be charged of any. Never. 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 Because, you know, he did what he promised. You cannot charge God. Nobody should charge God. You know, those, I mean, only those who promise to, to do that but didn't, that is what, you know, the judge should charge compared to Roa, Rodrigo Roa Duterte. So if BBM wouldn't, well, I have high hope. Doesn't mean I stand with him yet. Not yet. But based on what I see, yes, he's handling the issue quite well. Yes. So yes, and I listen to Eloy Budris. I don't have to agree with her. I mean, even me watching her, sometimes it's like on my face. Sometimes even if she mentions name, that she's like talking to me and trying to slap me and punch me and things like that. But just words, just words is fine. So it's not like gun. So it's fine. You had your haircut?
Yes.
Mr. Runner Up SS swastika symbol. Ras King Kong Bakekang Bakekong. Chongqing, China. And Iceland is Iceland. The name of the country, like Chad, like all those. The ugly gays. The ugly gays. Hari ng Pangkalawakan, something like pageant of Pangkalawakan. They're so ugly and they have like the name of the countries. And it happens to be accurate. Happens to be accurate. I can say that I'm America, but I'm bigger than America. America is just part of the one of the continents. Australia is just one continent in the world, of the 7 continents. So why would I name myself? Why would I name myself?
yes, I saw
You know, why would I limit myself into a country or a city? You know what I'm saying?
the performance in Bangladesh.
Or why would I limit myself to
I
just
saw
a queen
the
or just a king? No.
exceptional performance.
Or just a baby or just a boy or just a girl or just a man. Why would I limit myself? A man, a baby, and it's just a person. And a person to live in a what? In an island, in a city, in a province, or in a country. So so the new world order, the new world order. Yes, currently under what? Under Israel, and Israel is headed by Benjamin Netanyahu. And these Arabs have not appeared in my dreams. So they're not part of the dreams. Iranians as well aren't part of the dream, except, Ali Khomeini. Did he appear once or twice in my dreams? So in my dreams, it 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 could happen in the future. You know, this 20 this is 2026, so it could happen in the future. I will meet them again in the future. Like for example, Xi Jinping, I will meet them in the future. I mean, in the flesh. Kim Jong Un, no, I haven't. Except his twin in Bitaura, Mujma Chilana, his twin. But Kim Kim Jong Un, the real Kim Jong Un, in my dream, no, he hasn't appeared in my dream. Donald Trump did, but blurry. Vladimir Putin, surreal. Really him? Vladimir Putin. Vladimir Putin is such a, like, a husband and wife kind of, me and Vladimir Putin, like husband and wife, kind of, but in between us, he is actually the wife. In between us, even if he looks like a man, but he's a wife compared to me. I'm like the husband. Anwar Ibrahim, yes, he has appeared in my dream. The leaders in Malaysia. How about Bong Bong hasn't? No, hasn't appeared in my vivid dream yet. But I will see who would I meet in flesh, as in the reality, apart from just the vivid dream. Well, I could say that I am, FD, Franklin Delano Roosevelt, the bird of rose. the bird of Russia, Roosevelt.
I am not because I'm not worshiping I am not the person, but neither am I worshiping
What the phoenix?
deity in this kind of I'm worshiping
But based on
I respect. I respect
but based on Iran, I mean Iranians should not have the wishful thinking that I would run anywhere. Neither should anyone. Maybe I would just be here in Malaysia, perhaps, because runner-up. I don't want to be a runner-up. I don't want to be a runner-up SS swastika syndrome. No, I want to be the winner because I am the winner. The winner. I won.
Like I would be happy, and even if I would be like maybe 10 years old, I don't mind. In the future, you better
Whereas,
occupied by Iranian, Middle Eastern, Pakistani. God knows me.
English made in China. Should I watch that? I have like
Now, about something that's more space
12 minutes more.
be occupied.
This is under an hour. Kim Dynasty with Kimi Tora. The Sito Fori and the kebab Nusa South will be underneath. Actually, CI meaning 39. I'm 39 years old. 240. I'm 39, and when I'm 40, be 40. When I'm 40, that's the Masaya. Masaya means happy, like happy, 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 like happy, meaning I have mastered the arts of memorizations, even from my mouth as well. So, less than 2 years, I'm 39, but because I already told that story January 17 or 18, 2021. What happened in that? Everest. Eve. Eve. You know the song about the Christmas? The Eve. Christmas Eve. Like For example, Rudolph, Rudolph, nose reindeer. I'm not rude, okay? I'm not rude. Rude is rude is negative. I I'm never rude to anybody, especially to I'm never rude. I'm truthful. I'm not rude or yeah, those rude people, you know, especially Americans. Yes, I'm not American. I'm not like rude like Americans. They don't have, I don't know, lack of humility. The most handsome leader, Kim Jong Un. The most handsome leader. Real talk with 40. The real talk with when I reach the age of 40. 40. RI means actually I didn't stay in Israel. So Israel will win anyway. Israel will win anyway. Iranians bow down, bitches. Arabs bow down, bitches. And the future, for example, future president is 48. So if I should be focusing with Marcos because based on the ASEAN summit, it is under who? Bongbong Marcos. Bongbong Marcos. Bongbong Marcos. So that is the history of the world. Understanding. So Asians are advanced. This is 40. ASEAN summit are actually more advanced than the Western countries. Western countries, well, beautiful face, statues, we love them. But the truth is, this, the brown skin are actually the copper skin. The real brown skin, I mean the dark, what do you call fresh from the oven, golden. The white people needs more, needs more burning first. They haven't been put in the oven compared to, especially the Bajo people, the islanders. The islanders living without air condition, we're currently living in hell, just like I heard. What is the name? The current spokesperson under Bongbong Marcos administration, Claire Castro. She doesn't like Sarah Duterte. I actually like them both. I love them both. But let the cat fight. Let these two cats fight. I mean, these two pussycats. I love them both. But if I have to choose between them both, I would choose Sarah Netanyahu, i.e. Sarah Duterte. I would choose Sarah Duterte over Claire Castro. But I love her when and she quoted Sarah Duterte that she would be the gatekeeper of hell. She would be ruling hell. You know what I'm saying? That's funny. Sa- Sarah Duterte is gonna be the ruler of hell. Like the current one is Kim Jong Un and Xi Jinping. America, America. So yes, Bongbong Marcos. Those who are in support of Bongbong Marcos would win the 48th presidents of the United States of America. The numbers. Do the math. And of course, Jesus Boeing Remula is the judge. Okay? So Asians are more advanced. When this is when it comes to and mental and intellectual. Okay? Mental and intellectual. So these brown people are are the most intelligent. Especially that one of aggressors. But I am like their spokesperson because they don't speak English as best as I could. Tirun Bintaulan Kabawan sa Betoy tayo na Philippines. Television. The best university should be built in the new Mecca or the new Vatican City. Vatican City or Mecca would be in Tirun Bintaulan Kabawan. This Trinity cities. So let's see. Of course, I have to arm myself with knowledge. With my mouth, I have to hasten up. I could imagine, having billions of YouTube subscribers and billions of followers on TikTok and use that power to convince my followers. But I am never unreasonable. So I am never unreasonable. So for those who believe that they are reasonable, prove yourself. It's 59 minutes. Thank you very much for watching. Peace be with you all. And of course, peace be with me. Thank you very much. Have a nice day to everybody. Please subscribe and go to the notification button and choose all. Thank you very much. Ciao.